Yo, what's up, guys? I just wanted to share a couple of my thoughts and ideas on the game here. Valheim, of course. Kind of caught me by surprise. My brother wanted me to play this game, so I thought, fuck it. It looks really cool. Um, we'll kind of take a look. Let me pull up my notes. I had a little bit of a structure I wanted to go by. So, starting off, just kind of building. That's kind of the bread and butter of most survival games is the building features or system, and I really enjoy the building um, functionalities they have in this game. It's kind of it's kind of technical in a sense. It gives you a lot of options, um, and the fact that you can snap onto something or you can just free place, and there's not a lot of weird movement when you're trying to place items. It is a little weird to get used to at first because things will snap and then they won't snap, and you can place them either way. So that's kind of weird, but I think once somebody gets used to it and sees how it works, it promotes a lot of freedom with the building system, and you're able to build a lot of weird, cool things. I know on Reddit, I've already seen quite a few more traditional builds, but I'm curious to see, like a long Viking longhouse or castle, goofy things like that. But people people might get creative if, especially if like PvP becomes involved in any way. I know there's kind of a toggle right now, but we'll talk about that a little later. But yeah, overall, the building system compared to other survivals, I think the building system is fantastic. I love it. Same for the crafting. Crafting's pretty unique. The way you unlock new patterns and whatnot comes from just discovering and exploring the game and just doing everything that the game has to offer. We've definitely cheated some, I'd say, and looked up how to do things, but I think however you want to play it, just figure it out on your own or look up what to do. You'll still enjoy it because the game itself, it's kind of like a fresh breath on survivals. It adds that adventure factor that I always wanted to see. But yeah, the crafting itself is just ties into the game extremely well, and it's not super tedious by any means. Um, and then of course the weapon and the gear that you can craft, just like the different tiers they have. I like that a lot. How you advance to higher tiers. They've kind of balanced it in a way that paces itself well compared to other games. I think for being an early access game, with these tiers along with many other things, they've kind of nailed it. They're doing really really well. A lot of other survival games that kind of came out too soon and weren't fleshed out, but this is a full game. I'll just say that right now. This is a full game, and they just need to keep adding on to it. But this is an amazing, great game as it is. If they never made a change to it, again, I still think it's a great game. But yeah, and as you can see, just kind of the graphics. Honestly, I don't think a YouTube video does it justice. It does look a little goofy, a little low res, I guess. Not the best graphics in a game, but once you are in it and you're on your own screen and you feel the atmosphere that they're able to create. I recommend playing this on max graphics if you can. I don't think it's the most demanding game, so play it on max and really. I mean, it's just beautiful. It was stunning. It took me away, I must say. Ark did the same thing to me, but my issue with Ark is it's really like, man, it destroys your eyes. It's so like bright and in your face. This game's a little toned down from that, just calm. Background music, leave it on, turn it down quiet, but it's calm, it's cool, it's chill. Really like it. And then yeah, the game itself is actually procedurally generated, so each map, is going to be completely random from any other map that you would spawn into. I like that. I think that adds a nice element to the game because they do have a slightly structured like quest line that leads you through the game. You'll see this raven fly around, especially a lot more like early on, and he's just walking you through the game. And so it's really he's just teaching you stuff, but it is sort of like a quest system, I guess, or like a quest chain. but the fact that it still walks you through that, but each map, like, I can't say, hey, where do I go to get this, and look it up on Google and go to that exact spot. Like dungeons, for instance, you're just gonna have to find them. You're gonna have to go out and explore and look for skeletons and trolls or whatever, dark forest. It's there. It's not like you can't find it, but it is cool that uh, you know no no one can tell you exactly where to find it. I guess is what I'm trying to say. Anyways, um, but yeah, just overall, it is a beautiful game. I like it. I could go on and on about all the different intricacies, but just to kind of give people an idea from just another consumer, like what my thoughts are, I think it's worth your money. I think it's worth your time. Off the bat, like maybe a few things that I'd like to see added to the game immediately or change. Really is just a better auto run function. They do have it, but you're locked into one position, and then you're forced to hit sprint or like hold sprint if you want to sprint. Which I guess that's fair because of the stamina system, but still, I'd like to be able to just point my mouse wherever I want as I'm auto running. I'd like to see that. And then the only other thing, there's capability for PvP in the game because of the toggle, but I'd like to see like a situation, maybe flesh out the system a little more to see a situation to like groups of two. You got 5 of them, and you can do a little long play PvP session against each other or something, or I'm thinking Dungeons and Dragons, like maybe we're each in a little duo or something and fighting each other and still trying to go out and get resources and whatnot. And what's really cool is because I like the scale of the game being like 10 player like limit, because if they can add in like a system like for PvP where people can kind of experiment PvP, but it's still on a small scale, you don't have to necessarily run into the issues the other games see where random people are just never going to play by the rules. You can get 10 friends together, a small community of people together, agree upon a set of rules that you want to follow, and then play out that game. I know that's pretty nerdy, and a lot of people probably won't do that, but still, I'd like to see it. I think it would be really interesting. Maybe for like a long-term YouTube, series, just kind of covering, people's point of views on something, whatever. A lot of creative ideas there, but overall, the game's great. I recommend it. Buy it. It's $20 on Steam right now. But yeah, if y'all have any questions, about the game, leave them in the comment section below. I'll answer them. Maybe any video ideas. I'm just kind of putting my thoughts on the game out there. I hope you enjoyed the video, though. Leave a like if you did, enjoy it, and subscribe if you'd like to see more. Thanks for watching. Later.